Baby cakes, I've got a story for you today. But first, let's enjoy this little green candle in ChainLINK as it continues to pump. Yes, you read that right. It is trading poo. ChainLINK is at $8.19, and we need it to pump above this $8 mark and close it on the week, which is where we are right now. Now, I'm hoping and I'm praying that this is not, once again, another fake, because there has been some disasters in the past before. And what I'm going to show you right now is the Bitcoin price. Bitcoin is still $27,000 United States dollars, and we're going to push through. We're hoping we finish the September month and October month with a green momentum. So we're hoping September and October is green. Why? That's a very rare event. And then if we usually do that, we continue through November and December, and we can actually finish the end of this whole year green, which is super important because it'll get a lot of people hyped up for the beginning of 2024, which is the Bitcoin halving year. The Bitcoin halving is scheduled for April 2024. Now, why is this super important? Because yes, I love ChainLINK, I love Hex, PulseChain, PulseX, I love all our favorite altcoins. The issue is there will be new sexy ones in 2024. And yes, they're not going to change the world, but they're going to promise to. And you might say, well, they're going to eventually go to zero. Yeah, well, guess what? All our favorite coins basically went minus 99% straight to zero anyway. So you may as well participate in stuff that at least has a chance of positive upwards drift as people come and join the casino. Now, obviously, I want to know, which coins are they going to be? We don't know. We don't know. We got to wait till January and February. If they are green, perhaps there are narratives we can read, do informational research, and go, okay, there's a new system being built here, right? But right now, they don't exist. But you know what does exist? Strange coincidences. Now, friends, as you've been liking, subscribing, pressing the bell button and all, you know that I love XRP community. But what happened to me last night will shock you, just like you shocked that algorithm, okay? This couldn't believe it, all right? So I was literally ordering drinks at the bar, okay? Yes, I was ordering exactly what you expect me to order. I was at the bar, and a gentleman walks up to me. All right. Now, when I'm bar friends, I dance. I go absolutely wild. Like, I think the club manager was going around. Like, what I do is, friend, just to troll everybody. As soon as I enter a club or any place, I start waving to people and pretend like they recognize me. I'll go from one corner to one corner, and I'll wave to, like, you know, the bars, or this dude sometimes have a chef in the background. And people like half confused. But the thing is, everybody thinks that I'm like a regular there. I've never been to these places before. So I do this every single time. So I think these gentlemen saw, like, wow, this guy, he's doing something. Not really, friends. All I was doing was actually imagining those sweet green candles you might get in October. So at the bar, I'm ordering drinks. And he came up to me, this gentleman, and he said, you look familiar. And I'm like, where from? You know, and I don't like, friends, I'll just say, you know, it's a bear market. I don't like dropping the word crypto at all. I don't even want to say the word crypto. By the way, bar look like this, okay? I don't even want to say the C word, okay? I'd rather talk about carrots. I'd rather talk about chocolate. I don't want to talk about crypto, okay? And this is funny, okay? He said he's like in a corporate job, etc. And I said, oh yeah, I'm just in an industry, you know, maybe you've heard of it, crypto. He's like, oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm in crypto too. I promise. I go, hey, so what do you hold? Friends, I promise. I said to him, I looked at him. He had a collared shirt. Well, I was wearing a collared shirt as well, but I'm not in my natural habitat. He looked like he was in a natural habitat collared shirt. And I said, I bet you're an XRP guy. He goes, yeah, I actually love XRP. I'm all in XRP. And I thought, uh-oh, if he's watched my channel, he might not like the truthful information and the posts about it. But he didn't recognize who I was. He doesn't know who I am. And so, right, he didn't recognize me. He literally just said, you know what? I just had a hunch. You just look like you're familiar. Okay. So he reveals to me he's an XRP Maxi. And this is what blew my mind. Okay. Now, throughout my channel, I have always told you XRP Maxis hate Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let me tell you something. It's not just the Bitcoin and Ethereum maxis, right? Because they're just people. Of course, you can like people, hate people. No. They hate Bitcoin and Ethereum, the technology. Hate. H-A-T-E, hate. With a passion. Not just like any amount of hate, like really hate, okay? And this was the funniest part. Okay, now the funny thing is, he doesn't know who I am. Doesn't think of my YouTube or anything, so I can say this. Right? I still got his card. Actually, he told me, this is the funniest part. He said to me, he goes, 75% of all the world's banks use XRP today. All right, and my jaw dropped. I'm like, how the hell did they convince you that 75% of all the banks in the world are using XRP, bro? I know people in banks. They don't know what it is. They just know it's a gambling coin. No, he believed it with his soul. With his soul. And I thought, wow, that is some real effective marketing. Okay, that is some really effective marketing. Because this is the XRP BTC chart. It's gone nowhere for 3,710 days. I'm thinking, how did they convince you that they are already adopted? That is insane. Now, this is where, okay, I forgot a part of the story, friends. I got to share with you, okay? So here I am mentioning, good thing you haven't watched the YouTube videos. By the way, the bar did look exactly like this, exactly this setting. I couldn't believe this Wojak just represented everything, okay? Now, this is the most amazing part, okay? So I was actually so caught up with my orange juice, I literally forgot the most important part. So he said to me, what do you like? And I said, well, you know, remember, friends, it's really loud. You're in clubs. You can't hear. How am I going to tell this guy, oh, my God, have you heard of Rocca Negra and how they're going to scam everybody? Here's a 35-hour introduction into how you're getting scammed. You can't do that. You just got to say, yeah, I guess I hope XRP moons too, you know. Then I told him, I like ChainLINK. Just as like one kind of go, have you heard of ChainLINK? And he says, yeah, I used to be all in on ChainLINK. And I thought, oh my gosh, all in on ChainLINK. This guy made like 400x his money because ChainLINK's ICO was 10 cents, never looked back, went straight up only to 50 bucks. That's 450x. But no, I discovered, as always, friends, as always, where did they come in? They came and they bought the top. Okay, that's when they came in. So this is the ChainLINK chart, for example. You know, they come and they buy. Now, I don't know exactly where they buy, but they buy towards the top. Because, I mean, just look what it looks like. It's like, look, this thing's never, ever coming down, right? That's what happens. You know, green weekly super trend, bang. Here you do like your nice 12x. And then it flips red. So, by the way, look how disgusting this is. By the time ChainLINK confirmed that it had stopped the trend, you're down 70%. This is super important, by the way. I'm going to make another video just to share with you. Once again, you can't exit on a confirmation expecting anywhere near the money you think you're going to make. Look at this. So, by the time ChainLINK confirms, it goes, okay, the trend's over. So let's say you had $300,000 in your account up the top and you thought you were going to make $1 million. Look what it is down here. Okay, you've only got 30% of your 300K, and that's 100K. Isn't that amazing? You have 300K up here, all right? You think you're going to $1 million, but your next stop is 100K. See that? You only got 100K down here. And so maybe you can get out like 150. That's by the way, that's if you got out. Most of us didn't. We just held because we're like, okay, we're just going to hold. Look, now you got nothing. Now you're 150K. What did it turn into? Oh my gosh. Ouch, man. You're 150K. You lost 2/3 of it again. Now you're down to 50K. That sucks, right? So you go from 300K down to 50K. See, that's what happens. That's what happens. You might say, oh, don't get greedy. Yeah, but don't get greedy where? You never even hit your target. Okay, so that's why it's super important. Now you can see why. Everybody's just like, well, this thing's not working. Now, not everybody knows about these correlations and stuff. So this gentle friend, okay, he's just like, oh, yeah, it wasn't working, so I got out. But now you know why. It's so funny, nonchalantly, like with no effort. Just like, yeah, it wasn't working because what are they doing? They're just looking at their portfolio. They don't know everything is correlated because we're like the super duper nerds. We're like in here 24 hours a day. And they just see, oh, well, my portfolio is going down. They're probably not even looking at the chart, a trading view chart. Most people are looking at CoinGecko. That's what they're seeing. They're actually just looking at CoinGecko, and they're just like, oh, I don't like these red numbers, man. I just want to switch to something else. That's what they're doing. That's what most people's lives are. So that's how they come and FOMO buy everything, right? Now, this is also super important. So, for example, if we go and just, let's say, for example, look at ChainLINK. I'm just going to open ChainLINK chart. If you look at the 180-day chart, look at this. You can't tell that there's been a big spike. I mean, let's look at the max chart, okay? Say, this max chart, yeah, it has its pattern. But when you go to 1 year, they don't see anything. Because the average person, they've only got like a 6-month memory. You know, that's what they don't go back. They're like, oh, well, it's just been going sideways. Yeah, but look at the pain. Okay, but also, what about if we put it to a log chart? Look at the monstrous move it's had. Now it's forming in a high, lower floor. This is actually the God chart, friends. I know I thought Hex, Pulse Chain, and PulseX were going to do a God printing chart. They're not a God printing chart. This is a God chart. This is up only through a bear market of the previous bear market and now form the floor and hopefully go and zip back up. This is as close to God tier performance as you can get with what you want. Okay, it's not the best. There are better ones, but it's just giving you an example of what you want to aim for. So this just reminds me, there's a lot of people out there. They don't spend more than 5 minutes thinking about these or doing the research. It's just that I know what we're feeling. We're like, hey man, obviously this is Sergey drinking a cup. We want to be rewarded for our extra knowledge, but unfortunately the market makes you pay with your pounds of flesh. You don't actually get like these super excessive returns because we're still going through a bear market. We're hoping we get those super excessive returns when we turn the corner into the new year, because then we might be able to pay attention in January and February and maybe have some foresight as to how the rest of the year is going to play out. Now, if you're very new, please keep your fluffy slippers on. Make sure you have some orange juice today with 3 ice cubes. This is the same thing that happened in 2020. So I did not know what Uniswap was in January or February of 2020. Okay, I had to learn about it from Sir Ivan the Great, Ivan from the technology world, But think about the power of being able to buy any Uniswap coin in January, February, March, and then you get the DeFi season in June, July, August, where everything goes monster. Now, we don't know if that's going to happen again. I don't know. We only can pray because, hopefully history repeats. But hey, we are now increasing the odds that we succeed, okay? So, yeah, if you are out there listening, friends, so for everybody out there, we want to look at the information here. So, XRP. So, XRP is always a hot topic because there's just so many fascinating lessons to just learn from it, okay? Just for example, like XRP has gone sideways for 10 years. This is the XRP BTC chart. This is XRP versus Bitcoin. So I'm going to make another video to just share with you. Again, I've made many videos, but what does this chart mean? So if you've gone sideways versus Bitcoin, you're actually down 60% versus Bitcoin from the chart printing from the exchange. So when XRP listed on an exchange, it was a net minus 60% loss for XRP. What does that actually mean? You know what that means, friends? Don't get offended. Promise I won't get offended. Okay, it means, so from the left-hand side here, it means Ripple has been dumping. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, and they haven't added any value. Now, I know saying we haven't added any value, I know that triggers some emotions, but the facts are the facts, bro. We took all this risk. We got Ripple headquarters and HR, and then you have that guy like who bought all the sports cars who made a TikTok video who's like, yeah, just keep persisting, right? So just to let you know, one of like the chief technical officer dudes, someone who works at Ripple, he's made like, multiple millions of dollars from XRP. They've just been dumping on each other. He basically bragged about it. Not really bragged, but they asked him what he does for a job. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm in fintech. Bro, you've made millions and millions of dollars. XRP just bag held this, okay? So you've lost 60% value against Bitcoin after 10 years. No value added. You took all that risk. You couldn't even outperform Bitcoin. And yeah, where's the excess money coming from? It's the inflation. It's when XRP, right? XRP gets unlocked, okay? It's given to Ripple, right? Through the escrow, and then they go sell OTC, okay? And then what they do back, they go loop like 2/3 of it back, which I've explained before. This is a psychological bunch of BS. So it's the same as, for example, if I see $1,000 in your wallet, and then I take all $1,000, but I give you back $700, okay? So I'm basically doing this marketing trick to you. I'm like, see, I'm actually, I took the $1,000. I decided, do I need it or not? No. I like you. You're my friend. I'm going to give you back most of the money. That's what XRP does that's what Ripple does with the XRP tokens. They get all of it unlocked and then they send like 66%, 70% of it back. But they keep 30% to dump. Why do they do that? It's to psychologically massage the holders to say, well, if we could dump, we would, but we don't because we're bullish on it long term. That's like, to me, that's like me telling you, I respect our friendship. That's why I didn't steal $1,000 from you. I only stole $300. Okay, so we're going to speak more about this later on, friends. Make sure you like, subscribe, press the belly button, and all. Appreciate every single one of you, and catch you next one.